Start. Aggregate transfers comprising tax, devolutions, and other transfers from the center to the states in the first 3 years of the 14th Finance Commission award period 2015 to 20 have spurted to rupees 30 lakh crore compared with rupees 25 lakh crore during the 13th FC period of 2011 to 15. That rode on a 1,000 basis points BPS jump in the share of central tax from 32% to 42% of the divisible pool. But despite the windfall, the fiscal math of states has worsened. What gives? CRISIL anticipates central tax devolutions to keep increasing as gross domestic product GDP grows and tax compliance improves. This augurs well even for the 15th FC award period 2021 to 25 as the pickup in economic growth will breed a new base of taxpayers and income growth will push existing ones into higher tax thresholds. What has also helped is that the size of other transfers has jumped to rupees 12 lakh crore between fiscals 2016 and 2018 from rupees 5.4 lakh crore in the first 3 years of the 13th FC period. Other transfers have three prominent heads, amongst others FC mandated grants, centrally sponsored schemes CSS, and central assistance to states. Of this, the FC grants and transfers under CSS have grown at substantially higher rates compared to central assistance to states. With central transfers being on track, nearly half of the state's revenue kitty now comes from central transfers compared to 40% earlier. Further, the nature of transfers has changed, with a larger proportion of central transfers now untied at 57% compared with 51% untied earlier. A key rationale for the 14th FC recommending a 10% increase was to effect a compositional shift away from grants and towards tax devolution as a proportion of total transfers. Tax devolutions are the cornerstone of greater fiscal autonomy in keeping with the spirit of cooperative federalism. As unlike grants, these are untied and carry no burden of conditionalities from the center that states have grown to resent. The devolution respects the freedom of states to decide expenditure priorities in line with their unique circumstances and needs. Being formula based, these are also less likely to be vulnerable to any discretionary trimming by the center. States have used this autonomy in various ways, with social sector investments increasing. However, despite the marksmanship of central transfers, aggregate growth in revenue receipts of states has been more tepid than forecast by the 14th FC as states' own tax revenues SOTR have fallen short. The Commission had projected an improvement in tax efforts by states, as a consequence of which the SOTR was expected to grow at 20% annually. The actual growth has been closer to 14% annually, in line with the 13% seen in the 30th FC period. SOTR growth, however, may be helped by GST-linked tax buoyancies going forward. Thus far, though the shortfall has been a whopping rupees 9 lakh crore, throwing the revenue math of kilter. The concerns extend to the expenditure front too, while developmental spends in key areas such as education, agriculture. Full stop, over.